Keeping a calm and composed demeanor in today's fast-paced world can be challenging, especially when faced with various situational factors. Life is filled with multiple challenges that can disrupt our inner peace, ranging from the negative impact of hurtful comments on social media to conflicts in our personal and academic lives. These obstacles encompass various challenges, including the disruptions caused by conflicts in our personal and academic lives. Occasionally, the weight of our responsibilities can lead to feeling overwhelmed and stressed. It is worth mentioning that there is a timeless philosophy that can guide us in staying calm and resilient when confronted with life's challenges. Epictetus, a renowned educator, has been instrumental in transmitting this philosophy for over 2,000 years. The profound insights on inner strength and serenity that he has shared in the past remain as relevant today as they were back then. Despite facing the hardships of being formerly enslaved, Epictetus managed to cultivate an unwavering resilience. His steadfast determination in the face of challenges demonstrates his ability to guide us through the difficult times we are currently facing. Join us as we explore the profound wisdom of Epictetus and his teachings on cultivating a resilient mindset. Prepare yourself to acquire effective mental strategies that will enable you to overcome the disorder staying focused in a distraction-filled world. In our fast-paced and technologically advanced world, there is no shortage of digital distractions competing for our attention. There are countless examples of these distractions, ranging from video games to social media platforms like Snapchat and TikTok, among many others nowadays. It is increasingly challenging to maintain one's focus and concentration. This is a relatively recent occurrence. It is worth noting that this does not even account for the potential occurrence of petty conflicts and gossip in our school or workplace. I am compelled to bring something to your attention when it comes to this specific issue. It is crucial to give it due thought, according to Epictetus. The most important quality one can possess is the ability to remain calm and unaffected by external circumstances. He emphasizes the urgency of acquiring this trait as soon as possible. We can cultivate a mindset that enables us to remain unaffected by conflicts, noise, and dramas, allowing them to pass by without disturbing our inner peace. This is a quality that can be described as a strong mindset. Just like a rock in a raging river, we can learn to be resilient when faced with challenges. Like a rock submerged in a raging river, the currents flowing through it cannot carry it away. How much does he suggest? If anything, keep your cool and avoid succumbing to the allure of becoming addicted to every trivial distraction that seeks to capture your attention and provoke a strong reaction from you. This approach allows one to grant oneself the freedom to cultivate an addiction. By adopting this mindset, you're allowing yourself to develop a dependency on something. As a result, individuals may find themselves becoming dependent on the substance. Engage with a malicious troll will only strengthen their confidence in their actions. This is because you will validate their convictions. Participating in discussions that revolve around trivial matters is a guaranteed method to drain your inner strength, which is an effective way to achieve that. Engaging in such discussions is a guaranteed method. Stay focused on what truly matters to you and ignore any irrelevant distractions. Always keep your focus on the things that genuinely deserve your attention. Focus on the present moment by directing your attention to your breath, your senses, and the purpose behind your actions. When your mind starts to drift towards trivial matters, you can redirect your focus to the present moment. If you choose to do so, you can protect your current power. St. I.C. strategies for navigating personal crises, even when life seems to be falling apart completely, such as when one's parents divorce, one receives a failing grade, or one suffers from an illness or injury. The Stoic philosophers maintain that we can persevere through these challenges with resilience. This is the case even when life appears to be falling apart completely. Yet they should view these times as opportunities to practice courage rather than times to seek pity. Their way of thinking is based on the idea that they should anticipate that difficult times will come, but they should view these times as opportunities when we confront a crisis head-on and declare, "I'm ready to deal with this in a wise way." We eliminate the possibility that the crisis will bring us a loss of morale. Also, the Stoics instruct us to differentiate between things that we can control and things that we cannot control, based on our capabilities. Putting an excessive amount of stress on things that are beyond our control is a waste of time since it is pointless. It would be more productive for us to direct our attention towards preparing ourselves to deal with challenges such as situations involving our families, natural disasters, and unexpected setbacks. Life's most significant gifts, such as our very existence, the people we care about, and the beauty of nature, are nothing more than minor setbacks when we take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Even health scares or financial difficulties are nothing more than minor setbacks when we compare them to life's most significant gifts. These are the things that Stoics mean when they talk about keeping perspective, the core Stoic principles of Epictetus. At this point, let's talk about some of the most essential principles of Epictetus for developing a cosmic and unshakable mindset. Listen more than you speak. Avoid getting into arguments that involve shouting matches or debates that go on forever, and only allow yourself to hear the sound of your own voice by actively listening to the viewpoints of others. One can acquire genuine wisdom. Expect the worst, but accept it calmly. This is not meant to be a negative statement. Rather, it is intended to ensure that a problem will never take you aback and that you can efficiently deal with any challenge that may arise. My day did not go as expected. I was prepared for the potential of that occurring. Embrace failure as an opportunity. Stumbling and making mistakes are not reasons to be hard on yourself. They are educational opportunities that can help you become more resilient and learn from your mistakes. The ancient Greek philosopher Epictetus is credited with saying, "It is only the privileged ones who get all worked up over every little issue. Be wary of fortune and fame, to avoid becoming blinded by the pursuit of wealth or attention. As many celebrities and influential people do, it is essential to avoid becoming blinded by these things. These are not the things that will bring you genuine joy and endow your life with significance that will endure for the rest of your life. Don't obsess over one dream. Do not allow yourself to become obsessed with a single dream. Maintaining an open mind towards various interests and goals is crucial. Becoming emotionally attached to just one is a surefire way to set yourself up for disappointment if it doesn't work out. Contemplate your mortality, but not in a morbid way. Take time to think about your mortality, but be mindful not to dwell on it depressingly. Understanding the limited nature of time can lead to a deeper appreciation of life and a sense of calmness, allowing you to avoid unnecessary stress over insignificant issues. Many people often cultivate a grateful perspective after going through life-threatening situations. Avoid excess. Take care not to go overboard if you get caught up in any form of pleasure. Whether it be overeating, overspending, or any other form of pleasure, you will lose your clarity and equilibrium. This is true, regardless of the type of pleasure you are overindulging in. Moderation is the key to unlocking your peak focus. So practice it that way. Cultivating an unshakable mindset. There is no correlation between having a lot of money and other things and a person's genuine happiness and satisfaction level. Just look at the wealthy celebrities and social media stars who still appear miserable and lacking in joy. For a Stoic, true wealth is the ability to be thankful for what one already possesses, to avoid being drawn into comparisons of envy, and to avoid having an endless desire for more. You are setting yourself up to feel forever unfulfilled. If you do that, Epictetus's other advice to his pupils was to keep an attitude of humility and never to believe that they had everything figured out throughout their lives. Those who maintain their humility are curious. Learners, people who are egotistical or know-it-all, tend to be trapped in their delusions of superiority. He brought to people's attention that making mistakes and experiencing guilt are not reasons to be hard on oneself, but rather ordinary aspects of being human. Be accountable for your mistakes. Think about improving and move on as you become more experienced. Don't wallow in shame. Take responsibility for your mistakes. Consider improving and move on. Stoics were also instructed to acknowledge their fears, examine them rationally, and fight through them. They were not instructed to avoid anything considered intimidating. When one becomes overly comfortable, it can lead to atrophy and weakness. And finally, choose the people you spend your time with great care. One of of the quickest ways to lose your positive spirit is to surround yourself with people who are draining, toxic, and who bring you down. However, having supportive friends who encourage you to be your best self enables your radiant inner peace to flourish, staying centered through life's storms. It is all too easy to be thrown off balance by trolls, bullies, or bullies who are spitting hateful and insults from behind their screens in this day and age of social media. However, it is too easy to be thrown off balance by bullies on the other hand. The remedy is to keep in mind the words of Epictetus, which are as follows: do not let the bad behavior of another person disrupt your good behavior. It would be best to ignore fleeting thoughts about your popularity and status and put them out of your mind. If someone is genuinely there for you, they will always be there for you. True friends will always be there for you, regardless of how popular you are on social media. Unlike fabricated or superficial connections, genuine ones should hold the most weight. Stoics taught that viewing whatever challenging circumstances you are going through is acceptable as an opportunity for a favorable surprise. This is something that is known as the Stoic philosophy. Whether you are going through a traumatic experience or a divorce in your family, this is something that you should keep in mind. It may be a blessing in disguise or an opportunity for personal development that you could not have anticipated. Both of these outcomes are possible scenarios. Let go of the desire to control things that are beyond your ability to influence. This is the most important thing you can do when you become anxious about things, people, or events you have no control over. You make the most inefficient use of your valuable energy. Not only does this lead to an increase in anxiety, but it also causes inner turmoil. As an alternative, you ought to channel that energy inward, working to strengthen your resilience, wisdom, and virtue from the comfort of your own home. Your level of self-sufficiency should be increased until you reach the point where you are a spiritual fortress that no challenge can break through, applying Stoic detachment in key areas. It is not uncommon for people to find themselves involved in disagreements and feeling envious of the accomplishments of others when they are at work or school. On the other hand, a philosopher who adopts a Stoic mindset wisely decides to ignore inconsequential conflicts and instead commits themselves to exemplifying greatness and advancing their personal development. Stoics can maintain calm and consciously decide not to react when confronted with unfair criticism, angry outbursts, or disrespectful put-downs from their coworkers. Their demeanor reflects a calm and composed attitude, and they are persistent in their efforts to embody unshakable moral principles. You will only be brought down to the same level of negativity as they are. If you continue to respond in kind, an individual who adheres to the Stoic philosophy can maintain a detached and calm approach to romantic relationships. This individual can avoid becoming possessive or getting involved in the drama of jealousy, betrayals, and mind games. It would be best if you did not exert control over your partner. Rather, the objective should be to genuinely value and cherish them in the actual moment. The ones who adhere to the Stoic philosophy know that disagreements are unavoidable. However, they see these disagreements not as occasions for personal success or failure, but as opportunities to cultivate understanding, speeding up the conflict resolution process. By taking a dispassionate stance and avoiding escalating the situation is possible. On top of that, parents who adhere to Stoicism's principles prioritize maintaining their composure in the face of their children's outbursts or behavior. Maintaining your composure and calmness will make it easier for you to avoid unneeded turmoil. If you keep your composure and serenity, you will exude an air of tranquility and become a SCE of peace for those around you. These may seem like ancient, dusty ideas from a long time ago, but the truth is, Epictetus's Stoic principles for developing an unshakable presence are just as vital and applicable today, maybe more so in our frantic modern world. By manifesting these practices daily, slowly but surely, you'll rise above the trivialities and melodramas that once overwhelmed you. An innate serenity will become your natural state of being. Turbulences, hardships, and even outright crises won't be able to unhinge your core sense of serenity. You'll handle them with the poise of a sage, cemented in your self-assuredness, yet humble wisdom. So commit to starting walking the time-honored Stoic path step by step. Let the thunderstorms of life swirl around you, as they may. You'll be that rock solidly grounded in unfappable presence. Stay stoic, stay centered, friends, and you'll rediscover the greatness within you that no external chaos can shake. I promise it will be an empowering, life-changing journey.